What's up, guys? I'm Ashley Jenkins, and today Valve Software has announced that their Steam user base has grown 30% in the last year to surpass Xbox Live with 65 million total accounts. And they're still gunning for more growth with their upcoming Steam Machine program and Seattle-based developer conference. The main goal of Steam has always been to increase the quality of the user's experience by reducing the distance between content creators and their audience, says Gabe Newell. As the platform grows, our job is to adapt to the changing needs of both the development and user communities. In the coming year, we plan to make perhaps our most significant collaborations with both communities. The Steam Machine project will only continue to help as Valve invades the living room with PC games and begins to compete directly with consoles for a share of the couch gaming audience. They have a beta planned this year in which they'll provide 300 prototype machines and controllers to a lucky selection of Steam users, with a plan to roll out Steam Machines in a big way next year. Earlier this year, Microsoft's Yusuf Mehdi announced that the Xbox Live, widely considered the benchmark in user base, had grown 15% in the last year and passed 46 million total users. So, good job, Steam. Next, Wii U continues to struggle as Nintendo posted a $187 million operating loss for the last 6 months, but their situation is improving. They did post a gross profit, and the negative operating costs are due largely to Nintendo's push in advertising to interest more consumers in the console and research and development on new software. Sales are also improving. Not great, but getting better. In the first quarter of this reporting, they only sold 160,000 units worldwide, but in the second quarter, numbers nearly doubled to 300,000, and they may continue to climb. As we noted earlier this month, the UK reported that Wii U sales there went up 685% after Wind Waker HD released, and those numbers won't be included in this report, which concluded in September. Finally, Sony has released their Ultimate PlayStation 4 FAQ, which reiterates a lot of information we've already known about the console, but also offers a lot of shiny new details. As we reported earlier, their Day 1 update will add most of the game capture sharing and online functionality. What it won't include is sleep mode, internet controller sharing, or wireless stereo headset support. Those features will come later. It also won't include an option to share to YouTube, and streams to Twitch or Ustream won't be archived. External HDMI-based game capture will also require a future system update to function and won't work at launch, all of which comes as a bit of a blow to aspiring streamers. On a brighter note, cross-platform play between PS3 and PS4 is technically possible, but it's entirely up to game developers as to whether that's a supported feature, and no known games are doing that at this time. When the console launches on November 15th, it will have 5 first-party, 10 third-party, and 2 indie titles available, with dozens following close after. Normally, an internet connection is required to activate the Blu-ray and DVD player, but if you really don't have internet and you still want to use the Blu-ray player because you're a rational human being, you can call customer service and they'll send you a disc that will activate it. Aside from the Blu-ray activation and the optional Day 1 system update, you aren't required to connect the console to the internet at all. But heavily touted features like automatic system updates and game updates will require an on-demand connection. Otherwise, there's really nothing automatic about it, right? It also won't support external hard drives, which may seem like a bit of a bummer, but if the 500 gigabytes of internal storage just doesn't do it for you, you can replace the internal drive with any 5400 RPM SATA 2 hard drive, no thicker than 9.5 millimeters, as long as it's higher capacity than 160 gigabytes, which, if you're replacing a 500 gigabyte drive, should really be a no-brainer. To read the full FAQ for yourself, check out the link in the description below and give yourself about 1 billion hours to read it because it's pretty long. And that's the news today. What do you think of the new information Sony revealed about the PS4? Are you more or less convinced that it's the next-gen platform for you? Let us know what you think of today's news in the comments below. Then check out roosterteeth.com, where we'll chat about what we think of all this in our gaming podcast, The Patch.